So, hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you all on my channel once again. I am CMA Neha Shah, and I am very much happy today because I am going to interview Zeeshan. No, actually CMA Zeeshan Ahmed, who has been recently qualified in CMA December 21 with the AIR 19th rank, and he has been successfully placed in IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, which is a Maharatna company, and the company has offered him a handsome package of 16 lakh rupees per annum. So I am very much glad that he is with us, and he is going to share all the journey he has been with CMA and what are the difficulties he has faced during his interview, and what are the suggestions he has to offer for the CMA students, the aspirants of CMA. So I would like to welcome Zeeshan. Uh, hi
Thank you.
Zeeshan, how
Hello,
are
ma'am.
you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
So he's CMA Zeeshan Ahmed with the rank 19th in CMA December 21. So I would like Zeeshan. First of all, I would like to congratulate Zeeshan for having 19th rank in CMA, and at the same time getting successfully placed in IOCL, a Maharatna company, a PSU, a public sector undertaking, with a 16 lakh package. So Zeeshan, just brief everyone, our viewers, about yourself.
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for a very good introduction. And for everyone, myself, Zeeshan Ahmed. I'm from Kolkata. I have recently qualified as a CMA in December 2021 attempt with an All India rank 19. My journey has been quite bumpy, like everyone else. First of all, when I cleared class 12, I never knew what holds for me. I had no idea like what is there in commerce field. So actually, I joined CA, and there I cleared my CA foundation, CA inter, and in the meantime, I started with CMA final, CMA, sorry, and then I cleared my CMA inter in first attempt. And then what happened is actually my CMA final and CA final both they have got clashed. I decided to give my CMA final, and I gave my CMA final, and I fortunately I got a All India rank 90. And in the same way, in campus also, by God's grace, I have been selected by Indian Oil Corporation. So I'm very much happy with this.
Yes, definitely. And you told me also that you were doing CFA too, right?
Yeah, actually, madam, I have also cleared CFA level 1. So I'm a CFA level 2 candidate also.
Oh, congratulations for that too. I hope you get the success in that course too. So, the second question I would like to ask: when did you start CML? The time, and what is the exact time frame you have taken for clearing CMA?
Okay. So, madam, I have only taken 2 years. First, I gave my CMA inter in 2020 December, and I gave my CMA final in 2021. So it has taken me around only 2 years time, because actually I was already a CA inter qualified. That is why it has taken me less time. I would not advise anyone to give exams so fast, because the CMA course demands respect. It has content which you have to study. So at least between inter and final, you have to keep 1.5 years you have to study. I did clear it in my 1 year, but it is not that easy. When I look back, that was a time it was difficult to clear that exam. Now I think it is good, but that time it was difficult. The syllabus is humongous. It's
Correct,
humongous.
correct.
humongous.
And the course pattern, the examination pattern has also been changed. It is just completely a turn around in the syllabus, not syllabus, rather I should say. I should go with the examination pattern, the online pattern. So lots of students have also faced very much difficulties while, right, giving exams online, like over the computer. So the questions are, the third question I want to ask you, like, what has, like, why you have chosen CMA, from where you got to know about this course? Because I can understand that you are from the commerce background, but lots of people doesn't know about this course. What I have felt, like in common parlance, I'm talking about, like the people who are in commerce background, definitely they must be knowing about this course. But the people not belonging to this background, they mostly prefer CA. Like they take every CMA like CA. So from where you got to know?
Okay, so actually, madam, when I cleared my CA inter, I was working in a CA firm, and in that firm, I have worked in various PSUs doing audit of various PSUs, and there I have seen that all the top position acquired by the finance person are holding generally CMA degree. Though CMA
Yes,
degree is not known to the masses at large, but it is very valuable, and all the top notch professionals, like even the DF,
correct.
director finance of the big PSUs, are CMAs. So
Yes,
I
mine
came to
also,
know.
mine also.
Absolutely, ma'am, because CMAs do have very huge respect in the industry, especially in public sector company, government companies. All the top position are acquired by CMAs. And one of my friend also, he was doing CMA. I got to know from him the syllabus of CA and CMA is not at all different. They are majorly linked to one another, just a bit here and there difference. And I think both the courses are equally valuable. And from there, I came to know, like from the real practical world, I came to know about CMA when I saw all the dignitaries, all the big people are CMA holders.
Correct.
So there I wanted to
Nice
pursue
to hear
CMA.
this. Nice to hear this. So, the next question I would like to ask you about your training. Like, what do you think? As you said just now, you mentioned that you were doing your training while doing your CA preparation as an articleship. So, have you taken any other training for doing your CMA while doing your CMA, or that articleship of CA was like counted as your CMA training? Because this kind of a
I have
doubt
done
lots of
additional
students have.
I have
Yes,
done additional training in a private company which was into restaurant business, madam. There I have also worked for 11 months. And apart from that, I worked in CA firm. So I have worked a lot in audit field also, in taxation field also, in accounting field also. So I have a lot of experience in working. And I think uh, articleship is very essential because it
correct,
shapes up your personality. Like education
correct,
is necessary. You can learn about things, but how to apply it in the real world, you have to work. And not only you learn practical things, but it shapes up your personality, like talking to
correct.
people and various other things you only learn when you do your articleship. By only studying the book, I don't think anyone can get a good package or good salary or even selected in a company, because work
Yes.
experience is what the company demands at present.
So, this is what the next question is completely relating to this one only. The answer you have given, like, how did this article shift help you while giving interviews? What was the demand those interviewers were having in their mind while they were interviewing all the candidates?
My articleship experience actually helped me tremendously, madam, because uh, what I have worked in 3 years in a CA firm and in a private company. In my campus, very few people have worked that much, and I think that was one of the biggest advantage I had when interviewing for IOCL, and also for one more company I have given interview, that is IRCON, another PSU. So my work experience absolutely played a major part in me being selected in IOCL, because I've worked in various fields in auditing. I've various things I've done, like conducted meeting with departmental heads, and so that really helped me. My article experience was really helpful.
Okay. So, while giving your interview, what majorly those interviewer focused on, like relating to your studies?
Related to study, madam, they generally asked about GST and some indices. Rather than that, they are mainly focused on your communication skills, your
Okay.
confidence level, and the work experience that you have. These are the things they basically look for. In education thing, technical thing, they only ask for GST, and index part was mainly asked.
So, when you are like, what kind of a preparation you have taken before appearing for the interviews?
Actually, madam, I have not taken any coaching for attending the interviews.
No,
Actually,
no,
one
I'm
thing
not
I would
asking
like
that
to
you
add.
have to take any like whether you have taken any coaching or not. Like there are lots of like courses were offered by I mean institutions for the campuses, but I'm not talking about that. Like your self preparation, like before appearing for
Uh,
interview, you must have prepared the way like just a brief about the preparation you have made, the strategies you have just chosen before getting interviewed.
Basically, I have not done any. Actually, madam, one thing I would like to add that I have been a teacher for the past 8 years, teaching students of commerce stream. So I have been teaching students of CA
So
Foundation,
many
CMA Foundation,
qualifications
CMA
you
Intern.
have.
I yes, ma'am. I hear people conducting mock GDs and mock interviews. Actually, every day in my home, I do mock GDs with my students. That teaching part is itself a GD. So I am not taking
Hmm.
any coaching, particularly for this interview part. I was confident in myself. The only thing I thought in interview, the thing that which could be negative was technical part and some financials of the company, which I might forget. That may turn out, but actually in interview they did not go very deep into all these things. Actually, they look for your confidence and for the personality you are, the things you have worked upon, these kinds of things. So I have not done any extra thing, ma'am, for the interview.
Okay. Means you are saying that for appearing before appearing the interview, a person should start from the very beginning. Not this is not something that is done in one day. It is to be done from the very beginning, from the day you have started CMA, or from the day you are starting your thinking about getting serious about your career. You should be getting prepared. You should take preparation every day.
Absolutely,
Uh,
madam. Absolutely. Because everyone who goes there is a CMA. What X factor you bring to the table is most important. And it comes from your past experience. Every day you improve yourself. It cannot be done in a month or week. I don't think so.
yeah. So another question I would like to ask, like how many companies have shortlisted you? Like as you were a rank holder, so there must be lots of company. As I guess you are from the Kolkata campus, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Kolkata campus.
how many companies have shortlisted you? A private one, segregation of private and PSU.
PSU, madam, three companies have shortlisted me. Three PSUs have come to Kolkata, and all three have shortlisted me. Apart from PSU, nine private companies have shortlisted me. So in total, 12 companies shortlisted me. I gave interview only in two companies, both PSUs. First, I gave interview in IOCL, and my interview was very good. My interview in IOCL was very good. According to me, it was better than I expected. So I did not want it to take a chance in giving interview in other companies, so I might be blocked. So, but I appeared for IRCON. In the meantime, the result of IOCL came. So I was not required to give interview in any other company. So I only gave interview in two companies, madam.
Okay, so nice to hear this. Like you were, this is what I always try to establish this that confidence is something that shapes up your personality. Whenever you are confident in yourself, you don't need anything else than confidence. Like people can see the confidence in your face while you will sit for the interview. People can see that how much you are confident because but for gaining the confidence you need to have the knowledge. Without knowledge you cannot have the confidence. नहीं तो वहां जाके पसीने आ जाएंगे इंटरव्यूअर्स के सामने. ये बहुत जरूरी है
पीपल विल
कॉन्फिडेंस.
शिवर, बंदों का पैर हिलने लगता है मैडम इंटरव्यू टेबल के सामने.
हाँ किसी सबके साथ होता है ना कि मतलब शिवरिंग होती है फिर दे कैन नॉट फेस गेट पर्सपिरेटेड इन फ्रंट ऑफ मतलब दिस इज व्हाट. और कभी कभी कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछ लेते हैं जो बहुत टफ हो जाते हैं तो फिर उस टाइम पे भी इट्स वेरी टफ. सो दिस इज आल्सो रिलेटिंग टू दैट द क्वेश्चंस आई एम गोना आस्क means what kind of a difficulty level you have faced, means which interview you found more tough, like IOCL or IRCON, as you have just given two interviews
Ma'am,
relating to
Ircon is
that.
interview was very tough, ma'am. Ircon interview was very tough. They were not going below Ind AS. All they were asking was Ind AS and relation with tax. So that interview was very tough. I think they have taken a very tough interview. Now they were expecting. I should not say this, but they were expecting as if we had worked in 10 years in the industry. Very difficult interview Ircon took, ma'am. Very difficult it was. And IOCL interview was more of a HR interview rather than a technical interview. I would say they did ask some
Because they know now that
technical questions.
they are going to take freshers, so they were
Yeah.
interviewing like that only. And
Mm.
second thing that what I feel is that like Maharatna PSUs means HR what thinks is that it's a Maharatna. Lots of people doesn't go. Like if a person gets the employership of that company, they don't easily leave those Maharatnas. So employee retention is high on the Maharatna companies. So that's why they always search for fresher because they know that they will stay. And the
Yes.
employee benefits is also very good in Maharatna. So that's why nobody, less people thinks about leaving those Maharatnas. So
Yes.
another question I just wanna ask you, like, if you, as you were saying that IRCON interview was tough, so just can you just brief few questions that you felt very much tough and you failed to answer?
One question they asked, ma'am, was regarding government grants. Suppose a government grant is received by a company, and they did not ask about the treatment in accounting. They asked what treatment you will do in tax. So that was
Okay,
kind of a tough question. Now, suddenly in an interview, if someone asks what are the tax treatment, now when we hear government grants, we think about India's 20, but they are asking about tax implications. So in that interview time, you don't get to think about okay, India's 12 is also triggered. So that time I could not think that okay, India's 12 is also triggered. Then another question they asked was some recent amendments regarding debtors in financial statement format that I could not recall. Actually, they were bombarding questions one by one. So when two, three questions you cannot answer, even the most confident people tend to lose their confidence. So that was that kind
correct.
of an interview, man. So even I eventually had to say, okay, sir, I don't know, sir. What can I do?
Yes, this is some. This is the best way you can answer when you don't know about the answers of the questions you were asked. You can simply say you just don't know, and you'll be definitely read about this when you go. So another question I just wanna ask you, like, like, as you have just cleared your CMA, you have got IOCL. So now, what is the next course of action you will have in your future? Because most of the time, what happens, like, when one person gets a praised degree and gets settled after getting good job with a handsome package, their life gets static within, like, within a home, within house to work to friends, less friends, workload. So I just want to know how you will balance your life. Like, have you thought about any other course also in future?
Okay, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I'm a nerd kind of a person. I like to study a lot. I'm very much interested in studying. Like, this is the only thing that excites me. Education is the best medicine for me. I always strive for new things to learn, new courses. What are the new news that has come into picture? Like I follow UPSC channels for all those recent news that come in, and even just now yesterday I enrolled for online MBA. Actually, enrolling in MBA is because I want to enhance my personality. That is why the technical part I have learned, but I want to learn about the more management part and all these things. So actually, education is something which always excites me, and I don't think education can never end. I think सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद वही वाला बात है मैडम. You must always study. Always study. You must.
Nee, it's not. I can, matlab, I am not completely, matlab, what can I say, agreeing with the statement. Education एक दो चीजें होती है. एक आपका मतलब जो मटीरियलिस्टिक एजुकेशन हो गया, और आप जो चीजें एक्सपीरियंस से सीखते हो. So
Hmm.
what is my experience like after being CMA? It's been a month. I'm failing to make any video, just because of the workload I was having in my office. Still, I'm having. Somehow, I managed to make it. So sometimes it happens that you fail, but the most important thing is that how much you are dedicated towards what you want to achieve. Like, I could have
Exactly,
skipped
madam.
this video just because I was having very much workload. I am going to face tomorrow my audit, stat audits. But what I feel is the dedication is something very important. कि आपको कोई भी चीज drive करती है ना, that's your dedication. मतलब आप किसी चीज को
Absolutely.
कितना सीखना चाहते हो. और जो आपने बताया ना कि एजुकेशन ऑलवेज ड्राइव्स, बट समटाइम इट हैपेंस कि लाइफ में बहुत टाइम पे यू फेल टू डू. But the way you said that you always follow UPSC channels and always tries to get something from other, that's and the best thing that a person can get from other is the experience, the learnings, and that is very nice to hear. And the last thing that I want to ask you, that what are the suggestion you would like to give to the aspirants who are who are willing to join this course, because there are lots of myth. Frankly speaking, मेरे को इंस्टा पे इंस्टा पे बहुत से मैसेजेस आते हैं कि मैम देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल हु आर सेइंग दैट देयर इज नो डिमांड इन सीएमए, should I go with CMA, should I do CA? So there are lots of questions people ask me, but I always say, and I have always made videos on this, that there are lots of demand in CMA. So as you are doing CA too and CMA you have cleared, and definitely you will be clearing your CA also, and I will definitely uh, pray to the God that you'll get the success in CA also. So, what difference you felt? Did you feel that there is no demand in CMA? Because this is important to break this myth.
Actually, if people think that there is less demand for CMA, it's really a myth and their misconception. Because I think there are lots of demand for CMA in India. First of all, we have a very small number of professionals, like 85,000 only CMAs are there. And even in campus, we have seen like you for good candidates, the companies are not fighting, but they want to get the good candidates. So CMA course in itself is sufficient. No other course is required generally after CMA, and it is in huge demand for people who wants to get a government job or even in private company, even in banking sector, for any kind of commercial financial job. CMA is sufficient, and the course content is designed beautifully. Everything you study in this course. And one thing I say that people who say that there is no demand, try to understand one thing. This life cannot be fair. You have to understand. You have resources. You make yourself such that you are in demand.
Correct,
If you do not have the qualities, you do not have the skills. No matter which course you do, you will not be demanded. And if you have the skills,
correct,
if you have the right communication skills and confidence, and then any course that you will be in demand. And especially CMA, CMA is a very good course. Come join the course and absolutely I hope everyone joins it and come out with flying colors. There are a huge demand in industry. We have seen in our campus also, around 70-80% students have already been placed in just, uh, I think 1 or 2 months have just passed after clearing the exam, and 70-80% have passed, have been placed, and the remaining will also be placed in coming months. So it is actually a myth. Come and join CMA course. It is a very beautiful course.
so just suggestions you would like to give.
Suggestion is only one suggestion. I would like to highlight a quote I have read once, and that is the motto of my life. The quote is like, whether you think you can or you cannot, you are right. So perceptions always becomes reality. So whether in your mind you think you can do something or you can't do something, you are absolutely right in both the cases. So always believe in yourself, because this is entire world is there to doubt your abilities, and ready to face challenges. Always believe that this world is not fair. Whatever resources you have, make the best use of the resources. Okay, don't be a blame kind of a person, blame everybody. Try to get the maximum optimum utilization of all resources, and this is it, ma'am. And yes,
Yes, Ishan, there are lots of people who are asking me to ask you about the coaching from where you have taken your tuitions, because students are willing to know from where you have taken the tuitions, as you have scored rank 19, as well as you have been placed in IOCL. So they want to know. If you would if you would like to answer, then it's fine. Otherwise, I'll give the details of all the social media handles of Zishan, the LinkedIn, social other social media handles, and you can ping him over the social medias. And if he would like to answer, then definitely it's fine. So it's your call, Zishan.
actually, actually, madam, I have not taken any tuitions for either CMA Inter and CMA Final.
Okay,
CMA Inter I have not taken because I was teaching my own sister and few students. Okay, so I had never took any tuition for CMA Inter, and for CMA Final I could not take any tuition as I've already taken tuitions for my CA Final. So there is difference in CMA Final from CA Final, but the remaining thing which is different, I studied myself. And from YouTube, I think YouTube is the biggest gold rush in the history of
correct,
mankind, which is free. Actually, you should
correct.
utilize YouTube to the maximum. You can find everything in YouTube if you are willing to.
Yes, correctly said. So thank you, Zishan, for joining us. And I'm very much
Thank you, ma'am.
happy to talk, like after talking to you, as you have did everything soul-handedly by yourself. And I would like to congratulate you once again.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
thank you for joining me. And everyone, please, if you like the video, please give the thumbs up. Share with everyone who are CMA aspirant and having doubt about joining this course. So I'll be meeting in you all in the next video. Okay, bye bye.